Welcome back to LPB Racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and we hope you enjoy the content that you're about to see. LPB Racing presents the LPB Super Formula World Championship. This is round 7, race 2 from Monza. Hi everyone, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB Super Formula World Championship here on GTSPORT. This is round 7, race 2 here from Monza. Let's take you through the grid then for this penultimate race of the season. So on pole position we have Stevie, who won the last race, so Stevie on pole position, with Woo Woo in second place in the independent Ferrari. Jamo in third in the Castrol Honda, with Keith fourth in the Williams Honda. Then we have Bidster fifth in the McLaren, trying to get all the points he can to close down the gap on TY, with Bradders in sixth place in the Renault. We then have Red Bull in the Red Bull in seventh, with Neil Farmack in the Jordan in eighth. Nifty Dark Ninja ninth in the Mercedes, with Firepower 10th in the Castrol car. Will is 11th in the Jordan, with Tim in the Williams in 12th. Rodders in 13th in the Renault, TY in an independent car down in 14th place, and Blakeney down in 15th position. So let's crack on with the race then, and let's see how we get on. So Stevie on pole position, still quite close between the two top guys. Bidster still needs to try and work down the points if he can, but we'll see how we go. Red light on the top of the gantry, ready for race 2 here, and away we go. And it looks like Woo gets a good start in the Ferrari alongside the Mercedes down towards turn 1. Everyone else away well as well. There's Bidster and everyone else following him. Down towards turn 1 we go. Woo Woo in the lead, and Red Bull looking to the inside and then misses it completely and goes straight on and gets reset. And then there's more contact in the middle, cars going everywhere. Nifty Dark Ninja spun round, Will rejoined and ghosted, and hopefully didn't take too many people with him. But as we exit around Curva Grande then, Neil Farmack up to 5th place, so it's still Woo Woo in the lead from Stevie, Jamo, Keith, Neil. Then everyone else, Bits has made up some places from that as well. He's in 7th place. Into the chicane. Everyone nicely through so far. Bradders goes wide on the exit, and Bidster takes advantage and takes 6th place. And then the weight penalties, we've got TY on maximum ballast, Bidster on 2nd place weight, Stevie's now 3rd place weight, and then Neil 4th, Red Bull on 5th place weight. Further back there's Will, Tim, Red Bull. We'll get some replays on what happened at the first corner and all the action later on, but there's Will getting passed by Tim round the outside after making a little mistake on the exit of the second Lesmo. Back to the guys nearer the front then. We've got Jamo closing on Stevie here. Stevie's got weight on now. He's got 60 kilos on that in that Mercedes. And he's now losing ground to Jamo, who is weight free in this one. Jamo trying to close up with the overtake. See the red light on the back of the car means the overtake is active. And you've got the cars have about another 20 or 30 horsepower at their disposal to try and close up to the other cars. Once it runs out, it runs out. You've got to use it all by the end of the race as well. If that was an official Ferrari, the Tifosi would be going mad, because Woo was in the lead in the Fernando Alonso car. I think that's the 2014 car. I'm not quite sure, but it's one of the Ferraris that he ran. As Stevie goes round down the order. Then he rejoins 8th place. Might have been 9th, 10th, or 11th at this rate, because he's got a pack joining him as he cuts across in front of Blake and says, "No, you don't." As he gets back up to speed, TY now looking to get past as well in the orange car, breaking down to the second chicane. Clean through there. Stevie has a massive wobble on the way out. Will goes wide as well. Everyone's still quite close. Tim looking for a way around now. Where's Tim? There he is. In 10th place as Will exits to the gravel and almost gets sucked into the gravel there, but luckily recovers the car quite quick and down now towards Ascari. Back to the leaders. Bids to 5th place, trying to get all. He needs to move up the field as much as he can, because he's got a bit of a gap to get down in the points, because we've got Bids on 219 points going into this, and TY on 240 points. So he's got a lot of work to do here. We go out of Parabolica. There's the other cars behind. There's Stevie on the overtake. Tim on the overtake as well. Down across the start-finish line. Let's watch now as we look at the leaders going down towards the first chicane. Jamo's catching Woo Woo here. Jamo is catching Woo Woo up. There he goes. Here's the rest. Brad is in 6th place. Firepower and a little look through, and then Tim goes onto the grass under braking. You don't want to do that as he hits Stevie, tags him and hits him round, and TY gets spun round as well, and he goes round into the gravel. That's not going to help his championship chances one single bit. And yeah, we'll get some replays on what happened with that later on, but there's Nifty getting through all that, and there's TY at the back of the field now. That is not good. That is 1 point for that position so far, and he's using his overtake in this race, so that's good. But TY, yeah, not the best thing to happen, especially when you're fighting for the championship. But now Bidster needs to close right up in the points now. He needs to get as many places as he can with TY down where he is. I mean, he might not necessarily know that TY's gone all the way down there, so he's going to have to try and just get his head down and do what he can do and just get the points in as he's pushing over the curbs through Ascari and onto the straight. Maybe now going to start attacking Neil Farmack. There's Stevie further back. Rodders. There's not many other battles further back, so we're going to go back to Bidster, Neil and Keith. Keith holding 3rd place for now. Good race for him, and Jamo's took the lead of the race, by the way, up front. Jamo is now in the lead from Woo Woo. Well, these two are both light, so Jamo's just got the pace here. Jamo's got the absolute pace, and Woo Woo will now try and stay with him. There's Keith. Neil looking to the inside of Keith now, down towards turn 1. The Jordan on the inside of the Williams, and brakes nicely for the corner and gets the move done. Into 3rd place goes Neil Farmack, and now Bits is going to try and attack Keith if he can, but Keith will try and hold on for as many points for the team's championship as possible. He'll try. But Williams have got a lot of catching up to do with McLaren. As we go down towards the 2nd chicane, he pulls away a little bit there on the straight as we go into the braking zone. That's the weight difference. Bits is on 2nd place weight, 80 kilos on Bidster's car. There's Blake. He's now closing up to the back of Brad. He's having a go at Bradders. Holding position well here in the Renault. A nice showing here from Bradders. Looks like he's got some speed up. And he's not doing too bad. As he goes a little bit wide there though, and that could give Blake the opportunity to have a go, and he's pulling out from the draft. He's on the overtake and he just goes straight through. So Bradders doesn't bother to fight it too much. He's choosing to pick his battles now, which is good. Putting a bit more of a sensible head on, which is good. He's a good driver, Bradders, but he's not known to be the cleanest in a pack. But he's not doing too bad here, so hats off to him, doing quite well. Further back, we see Will and Nifty side by side out of Ascari, but Will holds position. Both on the overtake now, down towards Parabolica. Nifty goes to the inside line, and down towards Parabolica. Nifty still holds the inside line into Parabolica and gets the place done, but Will tries to stick it around the outside, but risky, because the car on the inside will naturally understeer, but then he gets to cut back, and now Tim's on this as well. And Tim had a penalty in the first race for not getting rid of the penalties that he got for track limits. Down towards the chicane we go, and into the chicane. Looks like everyone else was nicely through, and now Will on the inside. Nifty holding the inside for the next corner though, and holds him off. But then Will gets the traction, and now the side by side again down through Curva Grande and into the chicane. But now Nifty gets on the overtake and just gets across in front of Will before the next corner. Let's look at the next pack up. Blake Bradders has lost the place now to Blake. Blake goes through. So Bradders is down to 7th place now. Stevie in 8th. He's trying to close up, get a few more places back, but with the weight on, it might be hard. Easier said than done. Firepower's got a little penalty further back as well. They'll have to get rid of that before the end of the race. Let's look back up front. Bidster's now up to 3rd place. He has passed Keith, and he's on the attack of the leaders now. What has happened to Woo Woo? What has happened to Woo Woo? He's now down in 10th place. Oh, he's gone. Woo Woo has disconnected from the race. That is not good for Woo Woo. And yeah, Woo Woo disconnects from the race. Unlucky for Woo Woo, and that's how Jamo has sort of held on to the lead, because they were quite close. But Jamo now definitely in the lead. But Neil Farmack and Bidster both closing up, both hungry for more points in the championship. Down towards the first chicane, all together into the braking zone. Lock up there from Neil Farmack. Let's have a look back at this next battle coming down towards the chicane. Look, Stevie Rodders and Red Bull trying to get around Rodders, but Rodders defending from the Red Bull behind. And out of the chicane we power up towards Curva Grande, and through Curva Grande down to the chicane. Back to the leaders. Jamo in the lead from Neil Farmack. Bidster. Keith is actually going to be closed up on these guys. Keith is trying to close up. Personal best for Keith last time round, a 1:30.1. That's the same pace as the leaders are doing. So that is good stuff from Keith. He's trying to catch up best he can. Jamo's in the 32s now, which has lost his draft. So the person out front at Monza will be vulnerable. There's Bradders in the battle with Blakeney. We've got Stevie, Rodders and Red Bull all together as well, down towards Ascari. Bradders defending the inside, Blake to the outside. But Bradders got a very tight line here. He's got to watch out. There's contact into the corner, but Blake holds on. Rodders there as well, and then Stevie gets pushed wide onto the grass. Just hung out to dry a bit there. I'm not sure whether there was contact involved in that, but we'll have a look in the replays later on. Down towards the next corner. Moving on further back, we've got TY closing up onto the back of the pack now. TY needs to get up as many places as he can. One place is 1 point until you get up to about 6th or 7th place, 6th or 5th places, then it starts multiplying the points. So he needs to try and get every position counts down to the chicane. Side by side we've got Tim and Nifty. Then we've got Will just hanging out behind Tim on the brakes. Holds position from Nifty Dart Ninja, and the Williams goes on into 11th. Nifty 12th in the Mercedes. So look back at the leaders. Bids having to go at Neil Farmack now, but he gets a run out the corner, but no, Neil gets on the overtake and says, no you don't, Bids, not yet, it's not going to happen. And Bids are just trying to stick on his tail and do what he can. Not a bad run with the weight penalty, but again the draft really does help at Monza. For the back we've got a massive pack now. In fact we've almost got from 5th to 14th altogether as Blakeney to the inside of Brad, but there's no way through on the inside there. He's got to be careful. Now he pulls out again. The two Red Bulls on the outside, the two Renaults on the inside, working together. All together down towards Ascari. This is going to be fun to try and get them all folded in together. Blake goes through. Red Bull and Brad has slight contact there. Red Bull does not give up, but neither does Brad, and there's contact on the way out the corner. And Rodders then gets through the middle of both of them. Incredible from Rodders there. But Rodders, is that Rodders with a penalty for track limits? Yes, it is. He's going to have to serve that before the end of the lap. Stevie out to the inside and takes them all. Okay, we're going to do that, boys. I'm going to go straight through. Red Bull to the inside of Bradders now. This is insane action here at Monza. This is what we expect. Down the straight, everyone jostling for positions there. Red Bull pulls out to the inside. Firepower's going to join in now. Bradders is mowing the lawn. Braking turn to the chicane. Red Bull to the inside of Stevie, but he holds on. Stevie side by side with Red Bull. And out the corner, Stevie gets the position, and then Will get the TY contact further back as well. It's all happening here. Where do we look? TY and Ninja have been caught up in an incident, and TY and Ninja are down the order again. It's mayhem, this race. Down to the chicane. Blake's run away from all this. He said, right, I'm off, I'm running away. Stevie's trying to run away as well, but he's got Bradders and everyone else hanging on for dear life. Red Bull to the inside of Lesmo 1, on the inside of Rodders, and goes through. Bradders now attacking his own teammate. Bradders yeets it down the inside of his teammate, makes him go offline, and that causes Firepower to get caught up in that. And Tim goes through past both of them. Firepower's the unlucky party in that he got caught up in all that action, and that was all down to Bradders pulling a very aggressive move on his teammate as a foam marker board goes off, and Red Bull and Stevie are off the track. Red Bull and Stevie have made contact. Red Bull has stopped to let Stevie go, but Stevie's taking his time at recovering. He's probably annoyed with what's happened, and we didn't quite see what happened, but he's trying to rejoin there. Red Bull on the track just waiting for Stevie to rejoin, and oh, there he is, and Stevie's trying to get the car in a straight line, and Red Bull's saying, come on, I'm letting you go, just get on with it, go. But now they're both fighting for, well, who's going to go first, and then they finally get on with it, but now they're going to be last anyway. So that was all a bit jumbled up and quite a lot of mayhem, but still in the lead of the race is Jamo on the penultimate lap. Got plenty of overtake left. Neil Farmack's getting a bit low, but they need to all use their overtake before the end of the race, otherwise a penalty will be issued. They're probably all saving it for the last lap. Bids to close up on Neil Farmack, right behind the Jordan now. There, so let's have a little run through the order then. We've got Keith 4th, trying to keep with them. Blake on his own in 5th. Tim 6th now on his own. Then we've got Rodders, Will, TY and Nifty. TY's benefited from all this now. He's up to 9th place. That's good news for TY, but bad news for Bids. But it'll be good to see the championship fight go down to the end. TY getting all the points he can. And Bids are doing what he can up front as well, but Neil and Jamo are just too quick at this stage, I think. As we go back to the leaders. Bidster right behind Neil Farmack, who wants every single place he can get. But he might get past Neil, but I don't think he'll get past Jammer with the gap as it is. But remember, they've got to use all their overtake now. If they come out this corner, they'll all probably get on it a little bit here. Or they'll all save it from coming out the corners. Drafting down the straight then. Last lap of the race here at Monza. The penultimate race of the season. The last sprint race. And everyone down towards the chicane. Jamo leads into the chicane but goes a bit deep, but he's alright. He survives. And Bidster still can't find a way past Neil Farmack. There's Blake on his own. Now here's the other battle coming down towards the first chicane as well. Everyone together. We've got Rodders with a train behind him of Will, T.Y, Nifty and Firepower. All together now. Into the chicane. Will on the inside line as he goes to the inside of Rodders. They both try and give each other racing room, but Rodders turns in a little bit. T.Y then gets to run out the corner and gets past Will as he's on the grass. Nifty might be able to get past as well. Back to the leaders. Neil Farmack still holding off Bidster here. Both still holding off Bidster, and remember they've got to use all their overtake. Jamo's still got some left if he doesn't use it, and he's using it now. Using a bit more. Neil Farmack on his. Bidster saving his, probably for the last straight. Into Ascari for the last time. Up over the curbs, hopping the curbs. Pumping the tyres. Racing on. Down to the last corner then. Jamo's in the lead, but the battle for second is on. Bidster and Neil Farmack alongside each other. Bidster's used all his overtake now. He's run around the outside of Neil Farmack. Incredible move on the last lap, but Jamo is going to win the race. Jamo wins the race 2 at Monza. Well done to Jamo. Bidster holds off for second place and from Neil Farmack. The close finish there around the outside at the end. Keep fourth. Blaney's going to come home in 5th, and decent finish for the Red Bull car. So good, he ran away from all those battles earlier. And he ran away 5th place for Blake. Tim will be 6th. He got away from that as well. Now here's everyone else. Rodders, T.Y.'s up to 8th place now. Rodders 7th, T.Y. 8th, Will in 9th. Firepower will be 10th, Nifty 11th. Bradders unluckily goes down to 12th place with some of the contact in those last few laps. And now Stevie and Red Bull aren't finished. They're together towards the line. Stevie's got a penalty to get rid of, and that will mean that Red Bull will finish 13th and Stevie will finish 14th. Oh, and he's got to get rid of that penalty now. There he goes. He gets rid of the penalty and across the line. So guys, we will now get the replays of the race in for you now, along with the results. And now let's take a look at the replays from race 2. Okay, here's the first of the replays then. Let's now look on board with Rodders down towards turn 1. This is what happened at the first chicane on the first lap. So we're going to go down to brake, everyone braking. We're slowing down, then we get hit from the back. And then everyone just concertinas together, there's contact, and then we get a massive whack up the back end. But again, everyone was trying to be as careful as they could. But then obviously cars reset, Nifty's off into the gravel. So just a few cars there getting unlucky in the traffic. Here's a replay now on lap 3 at the chicane. So you see Tim goes wide and then hits Blake. Blake's into the corner quite quick, tries to slow down. There's just concertina contact everywhere. Everyone hits everyone. And then unfortunately T.Y. gets spun into the gravel. And then up ahead you see Tim waiting to let a few people back through. And now here's a replay of what happened to Woo Woo for him to lose all that time to Jamo. So he goes to the inside, into the chicane, then backs off out of it, and then goes for it again, but then on the way out the corners gets too power hungry, bounces off Jamo, bounces off the curb, and goes straight off into the wall on the inside, and we see him recover with him, and he gets back going, but he's down now in 5th place. Now here's a replay of something that we missed on lap 6. This is Will into the chicane, goes too deep over the sausage curves, and then just loses control of the car, gets on the power, goes wild, somehow recovers the car, incredible recovery, but he's now down to 14th. And now here's the replay on board with Red Bull going down towards the Ascari. It's all quite close going down towards the Ascari here, but watch Rodders, he outbrakes himself, goes to the inside of Stevie so he doesn't hit him, then hits Stevie wide a little bit, but it always goes, but then Red Bull's now on the inside as Stevie's trying to recover, and Stevie just loses control of the car and goes wide on the outside. Okay, now here's a sequence of replays that we're going to put together on board with Rodders. So first of all, lap 7 down towards Ascari. See, all three cars in front are really close together. So Rodders backs off, and then you see they all go into the corner together. Red Bull and Bradders contact, they're still side by side. Rodders just goes onto the after turf there a little bit, but he's okay. And then he says, right, okay, I've waited, let's go through the middle. And Stevie says, right, I'll join you. And that's this experience versus inexperience fear, and Rodders and Stevie take the advantage of the situation, but then Rodders has a penalty to get rid of, so he does that on the outside, well out of the way. There go the other drivers again, and we'll now go to the next segment. And here's the next segment into the first chicane. So you see Stevie on the inside there with Red Bull, bit of side by side. We're just waiting patiently, and then you see Red Bull there goes wide on the outside, and Rodders goes back through. And now we're working his way up to the next chicane, so I'm just going to fast forward slightly here. Right, so then Stevie there, with contact with Stevie, and Red Bull goes back through on the inside into Lesmo 1. And now watch this, here's where Bradders makes contact. So Bradders is on the inside, he's about to make contact with us. Then Firepower gets in too deep on the brakes, and that's why Firepower went wide. And then Tim goes through with experience on the inside, so that just shows you the experience versus the inexperience. And now let's have a look at the contact on lap 8 in between Red Bull and Stevie. So you see Red Bull's catching him right up here, catching him right up, pulls out to overtake, then decides not to and hits Stevie off the track clean. I don't know why he moved back in there. He might have just been going back in because he thought he weren't alongside enough, so he was giving up on it, but it was a bit too late to give up because he was committed by that point and then made contact with Stevie, and then Stevie frustratingly trying to get going in the on the tarmac, and there's he dusty tyres. Almost spins again, so Stevie a little bit less power and just go for it, and then you see here, Red Bull's waiting for him and Stevie's trying to get going, and there we go, we get going and we're off, but by this time we've got no hope of getting any more positions. And now here's a replay of what happened to Bradders on lap 9, so we're going down to the chicane. Tim goes to the outside line, when we brake very late, we go wide, and then we go onto the curb, and then Rodders goes wide to avoid us, but then we put too much power on, and round we go, did a half little spin, and then it resets us all the way back down to the start of the chicane again. So now as we come back from the replays, let's go look at the results of race 2. So your winner is Jamo. Brilliant win there for Jamo in the Castrol Honda. Well done, Jamo, with bids to second in the McLaren. With Neil Farmack third on the podium in the 7-Up Jordan. Then we have Keith fourth in the Williams. Blake finishes in 5th in the Red Bull, with Tim in 6th place and holding it this time with the Williams. Rodders 7th in the Renault, with Team Wide the Independent in 8th place, so not a bad finish from him. Over the page we go. And Will is in 9th in the 7-Up Jordan, with Firepower, who would have been 10th, but he has a penalty, so he goes down a few places. With Nifty Dark Ninja takes 10th then. Bradders will be in 11th, and then it's Firepower slotting in there in 12th, with Red Bull 13th and Stevie in 14th place. Fastest lap of the race to the race winner, Jamo, on a 1:28.5. So as we come back from that then, your winner is Jamo in the Castrol Honda. Well done to Jamo, and a brilliant battle between Bidster and Neil behind, and battles all through the field. Few controversies with the incidents, but we'll get them looked at in a bit. But there are your top 3, and you can just see Keith in the background. But Jamo is your winner. Well done to Jamo, a brilliant win, and we will see you guys next time for the last race of the season, the feature race. We'll see you then. Take care. Thank you everyone for watching race 2 there from Monza, the penultimate race of the season. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed that one, guys. And next time it is going to be round 7, race 3, the last race of the season in the Super Formulas. This is going to be a good one. You do not want to miss it. Take care. We'll see you on the other side.